When you picture a trip to Europe, what do you see? Sunlit cobblestone streets in Rome, the romantic banks of the Seine in Paris, or the grand Gothic spires of Edinburgh. You're sipping espresso, taking in the architecture, and feeling the weight of centuries beneath your boots. But what if I told you that the Europe you see on the surface is only half the story? What if I told you that right beneath your feet, hidden in total darkness, lies an entirely parallel universe? Forgotten cities, subterranean rivers, lost medieval neighborhoods, and secret networks that authorities spent centuries trying to erase. Pack your bags, wanderers. Today, we are descending into the dark, hidden underbelly of Europe. Let's start our journey down south, in the chaotic, sun-drenched Italian city of Naples. On the surface, it's all Vespas, pizza, and stunning views of the Mediterranean. But drop 40 meters beneath the asphalt and you enter Naples Subterranean, Naples Underground. As a traveler who loves digging past the tourist traps, walking down into this subterranean labyrinth feels like stepping onto an alien planet. This isn't just a single cave. It is an entire second city carved out of soft tufa rock over 2,400 years ago. It started with the ancient Greeks who dug out the rock to quarry building materials and create underground water reservoirs. Later, the Romans expanded this massive network into an ingenious aqueduct system that supplied the city with water for centuries. Fast forward to World War II, and this forgotten ancient underworld took on a haunting new life. When Allied bombers rained down on Naples, over 200,000 citizens fled underground, turning these pitch-black Roman tunnels into a subterranean bomb shelter. Walk through today, and you will still see iron beds, graffiti scrawled on the damp walls by terrified families, and children's toys left exactly where they were dropped in 1943. It is a breathtaking, eerie reminder that human history doesn't just pile up, it burrows down. Now, let's travel north. Trade the Mediterranean sun for the misty, moody skies of Scotland, and head straight to the heart of Edinburgh. If you walk down the famous Royal Mile, you'll notice narrow, steep alleyways slicing between towering stone buildings. The Scots call them closes, but one of them holds a secret so dark, the city tried to wipe it from the maps entirely. Mary King's Close. Back in the 17th century, this was a bustling, cramped, multi-story neighborhood, packed with working-class families, merchants, and tradesmen. The streets were so narrow that neighbors could literally shake hands from opposing windows. But then the plague struck. Edinburgh was hit catastrophically. Legend and historical records point to Mary King's Close as a heavily affected quarantine zone. Instead of tearing down the infected, plague-ridden neighborhood when the city decided to expand and build a massive new municipal exchange overhead in the 1700s, they did something radical. They built right over it. They sealed the existing multi-story tenements in complete darkness, trapping the old medieval street level beneath massive stone arches. For centuries, people walked right over a hidden ghost neighborhood without any idea it was there. When historians finally opened it up in recent decades, it was like stepping into a time capsule. The air is cold, the rooms are stark, and you can see artifacts, pottery, and hearths left untouched for 400 years. Standing in those pitch-black rooms, you can almost hear the echoes of the medieval residents whose world literally vanished while they were still living in it. No journey into Europe's hidden depths would be complete without a stop in Paris. Everyone knows the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, and the charming cafes of Montmartre. But seasoned travelers know the real soul of Paris lies in the dark. Beneath the romantic streets of the French capital lies a vast 300-kilometer labyrinth of old limestone quarries. These quarries provided the stone to build the very monuments that define Paris today. But that's not even the wildest part. In the late 18th century, Paris was facing a horrific crisis. Its cemeteries were overflowing. The Innocent Cemetery, used for nearly 1,000 years, was so packed that mass graves were literally bursting open, contaminating the city's water supply and spreading disease. The government's solution? In the dead of night, they began exhuming millions of skeletons and transferring them down into the abandoned limestone quarries miles beneath the city. Today, we know this as the Catacombs of Paris, the empire of the dead. Walking through those damp, candle-lit tunnels flanked by walls made of millions of femurs and skulls is an experience that changes you. It strips away all the glamour of modern Europe and forces you face to face with the raw, unfiltered history of human mortality. Let's make our final stop in Central Europe, along the majestic banks of the Danube River in Budapest, Hungary. Beneath the historic Buda Castle district lies a surreal natural wonder. A system of caves and cellars carved by thermal waters over thousands of years. Long before modern Budapest existed, ancient peoples used these caves for shelter and storage. But as time went on, this underground network evolved into something straight out of a spy thriller. During the Middle Ages, locals connected natural caves with man-made cellars, creating a massive labyrinth used as wine cellars, bomb shelters, and even a medieval dungeon. During the Cold War, parts of this underground labyrinth were top secret, converted into a nuclear bunker and emergency hospital, the famous Hospital in the Rock, stocked with medical supplies and wax figures depicting doctors and nurses from past conflicts. Walking through it feels like walking through an active military installation, frozen in time, sitting directly beneath a gorgeous Baroque tourist district. Europe isn't just a continent on a map. It's a living, breathing onion with 100 hidden layers. The greatest stories, the deepest mysteries, and the most unforgettable adventures aren't found on the surface guidebooks. They are waiting for you in the dark, right beneath your shoes.